Hello friends, you're with a Lonesome Gamer, and this will probably be my last video about Last Night on Earth. We've blown up two, one here and one there, two of the spawning pits of the zombies. We have to blow up three to win the scenario, burn them out. We've already found our third explosive, and Jade is not far away from the last spawning pit, which is underneath the sewer here. So I think it's possible to win this. There are 4 turns left, and here's also Johnny helping her by killing as many zombies as possible. So let's see. Right now it's the next zombie move and zombie turn, and I've got this card here that says Loner. Play at the start of a zombie turn on any hero. That hero may not end their move action in the same space as another hero. So, and obviously I'm going to play this card on Jade. This way she can't move directly here, but well, let's see if it's really such a bad card. If it really bothers me, I can still cancel it with At Last. And then we move the Suntrack marker here. It's a 4 now, and then we're allowed to draw zombie cards, and it's just one card because one card stays in the zombie's hand, and that card says now Trapped. Play this card at the end of the zombie turn to choose a hero and roll a d6. Immediately place that many zombies from your zombie pool in any spaces adjacent to the chosen hero. Limit 1 new zombie per adjacent space. Well, that's interesting. I can play that at the end of the turn. Okay. So, yeah, then I have to roll to spawn new zombies. So right now there are just 5 zombies on the board. That's a 9. So I will also spawn new zombies, and then I can move the zombies. And this one moves here. That one moves here. This guy moves here. Zombies can also take the sewers. So he probably tries to get to these other heroes in the shortest way, and that is also through the sewers. And well, that one moves here. He might also take the sewers. And this guy now moves here. And then we have to do some fighting. First, let's do that one up here. No special card for the zombie. And this is Victor. And, well, he is bitten. So, if he's wounded now, he would actually be turned into a zombie. So it's a little risky, but I think he is not that important. So I keep this card At Last for some worse card, maybe something that directly affects her at the end. Okay, let's see. And, well, it happened. Great. So that's a 3, that's a tie. I'm wondering if I got another card, something that I can I could try to risk this, add 1 extra fight dice to a hero for the rest of the turn, but then I lose this immediately cancel any zombie card. And that's a card I need to prevent the hero deck from being exhausted. Doesn't look good. No. There's nothing I can do. I take a wound, and that means now because of this card I am turned into a zombie hero. When you're turned into a zombie hero, you get this lovely marker, and that is now placed underneath the miniature. And this zombie, Victor, he can move now a 3-sided die, and he has 3 wounds he can take. Well, actually 2 wounds, and then if he takes the 3rd wound, he is killed. So that's the difference to a normal zombie. And then we have some fighting here. Oops. And that's actually also a special zombie. He's got the blood spray. And, well, if the zombie is killed while in the same space as a hero, transfer this card to that hero. Once transferred, this card counts as a remains in play zombie card. Next time that hero takes a wound, they are instead turned into a zombie hero. So this is also a little risky. That's Johnny. And so he fights. He's got now 3 dice. And the other one has 1 die, but he can roll. No, that's a 3, so no special card. And then we roll, and, well, yeah, twice a 3, so a zombie is killed. And, well, now this card takes effect, and, well, he better doesn't take another wound. Okay, and then we are allowed to spawn new zombies. 2. So the first one is placed down here, and that's just a normal one. And another one is placed up there, and that's also a normal zombie. Okay, and then the zombie player plays this card here, trapped, and that allows him, in addition, to bring D6 zombies into play and place them adjacent to a chosen hero. And that hero would be Jade. So now we roll. And this time it's a 6. Well, that's pretty tough. But I don't have to roll for grave weapons because my house rule says I only roll for grave weapons if the zombies spawn on spawning pits. So these are all normal zombies now, and they come in play here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe 5 and 6. That's pretty bad. Looks great. Okay, so maybe we come to a close finish, and yeah, it's now the hero's turn. Well, it's not so easy. I'm not so sure what to do. First I say it's Raquel. And maybe if she can take a good shot, maybe she can simply kill, for example, that zombie here, and then the way might be free for Jade to simply break through this zombie blockade. So first Raquel rolls for movement. That's a 3. And the thing is, she is already badly wounded. So I'm not sure if it makes sense to go somewhere here where they can attack her from everywhere. On the other hand, there's also one coming from behind, and there are these guys and the zombie hero. So I think there is not such a big difference. Maybe she simply should go here. So I think it's 1, 2, so she moves there. And then she shoots at this guy. And, well, it would be really good if she hits. So she needs a 3 to hit. Oh no, it's a 2. Well, that was unlucky. That would have been important. Because now Jade has a real problem. She can't make it through these through the blockade here, so she has to fight. And she is already wounded. So this is now getting really close. Well, maybe, yeah, maybe it makes sense if now Johnny tries to go there, and maybe he can kill one of these zombies. So he rolls, and he's got a 6. So he can now simply move here, and he can attack this guy. So that he's allowed to take 3 dice. And then let's roll for the zombie. Oh my god, the zombie is allowed to draw an additional card. And remember, there was this blood spray. So if Johnny takes a wound, Undead Hate the Living once again. That allows the zombie to force Johnny to re-roll any number of fight dice. Well, if we are really unlucky, this game might get out of control, but I don't think so right now, to be honest. So, let's start now. And that was a good card. That was a good roll, but because of this Undead Hate the Living, he can now be forced to roll these 2 dice. And that's a 5 and a 3. And this is good for the zombies. I mean, the zombie is fended off, but he stays on that space. So, Jade is not allowed, well, she's not allowed to move there because this guy is standing there, but he could move on actually, because he's got that blitz ability. But she now had to stop here because, well, obviously if you meet a zombie you have to stop and you have to fight them, and she doesn't have this blitz ability. So she loses a turn this way. This is bad. But still, the good thing about this is now Johnny can discard his first aid kit. Discard to fully heal any one hero in the same or in an adjacent space. And I can also use this card. Get back, you devils. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Play to kill any zombie beaten in a fight, even if no doubles were rolled. That's a very good card. Comes in really handy. So I'm gonna play that one, and now the zombie is killed. Cool. And as I said, then I'm gonna play this one. First aid kit. And I got this special card here. Holy Blessing item. I wonder if it's possible to play this card on the first aid kit. Well, to be honest, I think it makes no sense. I mean, you kind of choose to discard this card. And it says discard to fully heal anyone here in the same or an adjacent space. So I could also argue, if this item is not being discarded, I can't heal the other hero. So it makes no sense to play this Holy Blessing item. Okay, so I'm simply gonna discard this card now, and I'm gonna heal her, Jade. And yeah, I think that was a good action. He is really, I mean, I really don't like this guy. He's not exactly, I don't know. But he's a great fighter, and that's definitely sure. He's the hero of this game. And now it's Jade. And she could now move to... She could now move here to the sewers. Let's see. She rolls. And she's got a 6. Well, that's perfect. So she now moves here. 1, 2, 3. And then she's got to fight that zombie. Let's see. That's a 5 for the zombie, so no special card. And let me see. Fire extinguisher. Well, she simply could use the fire extinguisher. Just to be sure. Discard at any time except during a fight. Discard to immediately cancel a fight involving the hero. Well, I think I still keep that. I could do that later. So now I try to fight the zombie, and it's just a classical fight. 2 dice against 1. And great. It's a 6, and because of go for the head, the zombie is killed. So now it looks really, really good. We were very successful. And now we come to the next and probably last turn of the game. Okay, so first we move the soundtrack marker. Still 3 turns left. And then we draw zombie cards, and I'm only allowed to draw 1 card. And that card says Loss of Faith. Play to cancel a faith card, or play to force a hero to re-roll their dice when checking to see if a hand weapon breaks after use. Well, okay, this is... I don't know, this is not a really good card actually. And well, then it's roll to spawn new zombies. 3, 4, 5, 6 zombie hero counts as a zombie. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if he rolls a 12, but it's a 10, so no new zombies. Move zombies. Okay, let's start with these zombies here. That one goes into the sewers, so he's simply placed here, and in the next turn he could come out here. That one moves here, that one moves here. They all try to go to the sewers because it's the fastest way to go to these heroes. And then, let's see, this one moves here. And that one moves here. And we have the zombie hero, and he can move a D3. So that is also in this case just 1 space. So he moves here. And then it's these guys. Well, that one attacks here. This one attacks here. They all attack here. But actually, I'm not sure if it makes sense to attack him with more than two zombies. On the other side, there is now absolutely nothing to lose. We can't reach Jade. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. We simply can go after him, and that's it then. He can do one last bloody turn. Okay, so now we fight, and well, let's first do this. No special card, and that is Raquel. So she gets actually 2 additional fight dice, Doc Brody's Memoirs and Laying Down the Law. So it's 4 against 1. And that's enough. Actually doubles 2, so the zombie is killed. And now we got this big fight here. 3 zombies against Johnny. So he is allowed to roll 5 dice. And let's see. The first fight, there is no special die, no special cards, so now we can simply roll here. And, well, the zombie did well, but in the end, it's this special ability, Tough. It's not even so much this hedge trimmer. I mean, that's of course a very good weapon, but in the end, it's this ability here which makes him completely awesome, because when he wins on a tie, I mean, it's just amazing. Okay, yeah, he wins, he's got twice a 3, so 1 zombie is actually killed. And now he has 1 less die, and he can fight the second zombie. And there's also no special card. And again, it's a 6, and because of go for the head, the second zombie is killed. And then we have a 3. And well, let's see if there's a special card. Yes, there is actually one. And that says Urag. Fight. Play this card to let a zombie roll 2 extra fight dice. So this is actually the last fight of the game. Let's see if there will be a surprise here. Will Johnny survive that, or will he turn into a zombie? Okay, let's see. Oh God! That was a 4. So now the zombie wins. But Johnny has one last chance. Well, he actually has more than one chance. First of all, he could play this card and add 1 to the 1 fight dice. He could have played that card, immediately cancel any zombie card. I forgot that, but he should have done that before the dice were rolled. But he can play this card now to add an extra fight dice. That's possible. So he plays this card and he rolls, and he needs a 4. So it's a 50-50 chance. And yes, he did it. So he was lucky here. He made it. He doesn't take a wound. That was close. Okay. So that was the fighting. And now we got the hero turn. And let's start with Jade. Well, she simply discards the dynamite. She's starting here in this spawning pit. Now she discards the dynamite, and when she survives this turn, the spawning pit is blown up, and it's a victory for the heroes, and I don't see any threat here. Yeah, that was her action. Then it's Johnny, and well, he can simply move away from this zombie to be sure not to lose another fight and be turned into a zombie. So he rolls, that's a 6. So, well, he can simply go here. That's not a problem because it's written here, she can't not end her movement action on the space, on the same space as another hero. But I think that it's no problem if another hero ends his movement action on her space. And finally it's Raquel. And she can roll. And that's a 1, so who cares? And she tries to shoot that zombie just for fun. So she rolls, and that's a 6. She made it. The zombie is killed. And, well, game over. It's the end of the hero turn. The last spawning pit is destroyed, and I destroyed 3 of the spawning pits. So, yeah, we made it. Well, actually, I think it was interesting. Basically, I think it was pretty clear that we could win this game for most of the time. But there were some problems. First of all, it wasn't that clear if there was another explosive card here on the hero deck. So we were a little lucky here that we could find this just what I needed card. And then there was this situation when Jade was trapped and Johnny could have be turned into a zombie, so there were some situations in the end where it was a little close. But I think, to be honest, it was most of the time pretty clear that I could win this game. I'm not sure about my solo rules. I think in general they work fine, but I don't know how well they're balanced. That's hard to say. I have to test it a little more, and if anyone has some better ideas, I'm always open to suggestions. In general, I think this game plays well solo. It's absolutely possible. Maybe it's not that interesting solo as it would be with a second player, but still there is a great story told, and I think you can really enjoy this game even if you play it solo. And well, maybe some final words to the game in general. I think that Last Night on Earth is definitely a very good game. It's highly thematic. I think it's definitely one of the best zombie games out there. And I mean, the high rankings, yeah, it makes sense to me. But to be honest, for me it's not the perfect zombie game. I don't know, every zombie game I played until now, there was something missing. And it's really hard to tell what it is. There has to be the right balance between pace and some tactical elements and some story elements. And it's really hard to find a game which gives you both, actually. I mean, there are really good fast zombie games. I love Chainsaw Warrior. It's a really great game. And it's definitely one of my favorites. But this is kind of... Chainsaw Warrior is somehow maybe another extreme to this. Because in Chainsaw Warrior there are nearly no decisions to make. It's completely luck-based. And you got Zombies, which is also a game I really enjoy. It's also very fast. There's not too much tactical things in there, and but it's a good game. Here it's on the other side. I think this is a game where you have some downtimes, especially at the beginning, and sometimes it's pretty clear that you win. I mean, you have enough time to win this, and there is sometimes a little lack of pace. That's a feeling that I have. It's not as intense, not as fast as the other games. On the other hand, you can make more decisions here. You can work as a team. You can I don't know. There are lots of possibilities here, more than in most of the other games I mentioned before. But still, it's not, for me, it's not the really perfect balance. I'm still waiting for a game which gives you the right balance between the pace and the tactics. And there are two games coming up. One is Apocalypse, and I'm really curious about that game. This is something I really think I might like. And then there is Darker Darkest, and that is really a game which is at the top of my list. I'm curious about this game, well, for years now. It seems to be really great, and that could be really a big surprise. But it comes out in, well, maybe next year, I hope. So, well, let's see. Let's see what these two games bring. And until then, I hope I can see you in some more of my videos. By the way, there is also an expansion to Last Night on Earth coming up in fall this year, so it might be in the next month. It's a standalone expansion, and I think I'm also going to make a video about that one. Yeah, so thanks for watching the series, and bye.